Alright, so I've been playing Kerbal Space Program since, I want to say, early 2014. Can't remember what version it was, might have been either alpha or beta. But a viewer of mine, a couple days ago, or it was a day ago, tuned me into something I didn't even know about the game. And I have, like, what? I have over 1,300 hours in this game, and I didn't even know this. There's a whole launch site. It's the Cove Launch site that you could go to, and it's pretty much like a watercraft launching site. And I didn't even know this was a thing. For how many years I've been playing, how many hours I got. And the viewer, XL9RR, shout out to him. Thank you for tuning me into this, because I had no idea. And yeah, it's a whole other launch site you can unlock and use. I know there's the landing strip, obviously, on the other island, but I didn't even know, like, aside from mods, that there's a whole third one that you could use. So I'm going to go find this thing and unlock it for the first time. And it's been in the game since 2021 from what I've looked on the wiki. And that entire time I didn't even know. Okay, I have a pretty good idea of where this thing is, so let's get... So normally if I'm playing this game, if I'm doing like planes, what I would do is I'd either go kind of in this direction past the landing strip and towards the other landmass, like down here with all the mountains and stuff, or I would go north and turn and kind of go not so much in this direction, but kind of like here and then up, and then I'd go into here. So I've been pretty much flying past this thing for years and not even knowing it's there since, like, what, 2021? So when I do get there, I'm not sure, like, how high I have to be, or if I have to literally touch it, but I'm gonna fly around a couple times and see what happens if I get some kind of, like, achievement pop-up or something. So shout out to this guy for, like, I had no idea. Another thing, if anyone knows, is there a way to increase, like, the resolution for your map so it doesn't look like pixels and stuff? How far are we from the other one? It's over there, kind of. We're going a little fast, maybe. Turn on surface mode. Yeah, I see it right there. Wow, man. I didn't even know, like, you could... It is kind of easy to miss because it's so small and, like, not really camouflaged, but, like, it's down here. So let's see if we get this achievement. You found the... Yeah, there you go. There it is. Couple trees and stuff around. So let's kind of do a crappy landing here. Just bang around and see. Yeah, man, when I played this game, there was no, like, workshop. Like, this is a workshop Steam plane. There was none of that. It was just... You'd had to load in crafts through, like, the old school manual way through the files and stuff. And I'm bouncing. I got one of the mods that extends, like, the physical stuff. So there's, like, weird effects sometimes. If anybody has any advice to, like, deal with that. I'm not very good at landing. There we go. Alright, here it is right here. What do we got? We got, like, some fuel tanker things. Tower. And then we got... Are these, like, bunkers? Can you go inside them? Okay, they're kind of halfway buried under the ground. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or if it's because of my mod with the weird, like, physics effect. I think it's just the models are halfway embedded into the ground. You probably can't even see that for most people because they don't have the mod that has that problem. So, can we go inside? No, it's just a prop. Okay, well, so now how do I launch from there? How do I do this? I can click on it. No, I want to fly to... I want to use this thing. Okay, so I figured out how you have to do it. You got to go up here, and then in the vehicle assembly building only, you have to pick this one. So I don't have the boat that I made in that other video, which apparently was already 2 years ago. But I got this one from the workshop we could try out. Okay, well, that's really cool. I didn't know it would do that. It literally spawns you right here. You don't even have to, like, bring it down into the water. Literally, I'm under the water.
Please help me.
And boom, I'm there. Wow, nice, man. That would have been so helpful to know. Like, when I was doing the other video. But that's why I'm making this video, because it's really cool. You know, now, especially these days on YouTube, in 2025, you don't get a lot of people helping you like that in the engagement. So I really appreciate people like him. XL9RR, thank you for that. That's really cool of people to do this for, you know, teaching stuff in games, like how it used to be in early YouTube, and a lot of people don't do that. Let's try this thing out real quick. Yeah. Works nice. Way better than the one I made. The one I made was kind of bulky. It was basically just fucking a bunch of fuel tankers stuck together with struts on the bottom. This one I played around with a lot more, and it definitely feels more properly designed. Can we dive? Yeah, we can. Dive under the water. It's more like a submarine type thing, I guess. Oh, sound kick out there for some reason. Wow, man. I didn't even know. I keep saying that, but like, it's just impressive, like, how many Easter eggs and features you don't even know. Playing that through the other time, yeah. So thank you again. I never would have figured this out. Like, I kind of read the wiki sometimes, but like, it doesn't really kind of lead you to there. So I'm not sure if this is like a secret thing or something that's well common knowledge. So if anyone can key me into that, it'd be appreciated to know. But that's all for today. Alright, so real quick, I read his comment a little bit closer, and I saw he mentioned a desert landing site. And then I looked at the wiki, and I see this, and I see there's a whole bunch of these guys out there. So I checked locations, and yep, there's a whole bunch of other ones. The Cove one I just found, and then there's this one. And yeah, I've maybe been to one other of these, but a lot of them I've never even seen before. So thank you again for tuning me into this, because I had really no idea.